There's so much amazing stuff going on for you musically right now, but I wonder if we could back up a little bit and talk a bit about any adversity that you may have faced on your way to the point that you're at now, and some of the things that help you get through that and feel great about what you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Dang, I don't even know where to start. Um, so I moved to Seattle, Washington about 14, and that's when I first experienced homelessness. Homelessness taught me about the gratitude and the passion and compassion for others and for the gift that I have to give. It taught me to never give up. I remember having keyboards with keys missing and all kind of stuff that I just had to work through to get the sounds that I wanted, but it didn't matter because I love music. I've always loved music. And I always like to say that, I am a translator of sonic divinity, and that equates to my purpose. That's my whole purpose for being here. So no matter what adversity I face, whether it's homelessness, I lost a parent when I was younger, when I was 12. My father, who was a huge inspiration to my music career, he always told me, if you don't listen, you don't learn. And he was definitely one of the most impactful influences on my musical journey, even up until now. I carry him in my heart. And so when I do this music now with all the beautiful musicians and players that I get to work with now, I think back to those times and how proud he might have been. Y'all gonna make me cry over here. Y'all make me cry. To make me think about how proud he would have been to see me at this point. And wow, what a place. What a growth. What a movement. Brittany Davis and all of the people that's working with me to help me translate this sonic divinity through sound, through music, through purpose and passion. Wow. I just couldn't ask for more. Wow. Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. So, yeah.
Perfect. So, Britt, is there perhaps a song specifically that you can think of that maybe speaks to getting through these harder times and arriving at a place artistically where you are now? Did you ever find yourself really commenting on it specifically in your own music?
Well, one song that really speaks to some of the adversities that I face and even that growth process that comes with adversity. Like I said before, some of the adversities that I face really taught me about gratitude, and it also taught me about acceptance. And one song that I did write that spoke directly to that is called Loud, Loud World. It was released on my first EP last year in March, and I feel like that song really includes a lot about how I overcome and how even as a person that realizes I have this big gift and it can all get so loud, it can all get so big, it can all get so crazy, but at the end of the day, that song literally says, I'm only human, and it's okay to accept that and still live for a greater purpose, way bigger than myself. So I feel like if I did write a song that talked about all that, it would be Loud, Loud World.
Beautiful. Okay, let's talk about the quartet that you're going to play with tonight. Talk to me a bit about some of the musicians, how fun it's been to play with them, and what, if anything, might be upcoming in terms of recordings or releases.
So the quartet that I'm playing with tonight is Evan Flory Barnes on bass. Wow, what a wonder. And we got Devon Lewis on drums. We have Jason Cameron, better known as Vivian, on guitar, and myself, Brittany Davis, on keys and vocals. And we have, we're just like a little family. Like, okay, so it's kind of crazy, our backstory. I was in the studio in Seattle, a nice little spot called Studio Litho, and I don't know if I should put that out there, you know what I'm saying? But that was my home away from home. Studio Litho is my house, okay? But Stone is been really gracious in letting us record there, and I was actually going in to just record some stuff, and I had Devon Lewis, the drummer. He was in with me, and we were just, like I said, I'm a channeler of sound. I'm a translator of sonic divinity. So I was just channeling sounds. Just music was coming off the top of my head. And these guys, when I tell you, Devon Lewis was there. And then the engineer knew about Evan, the bass player, and was like, Brittany, we have to get Evan in. And I remember JC from some gigs that I played before, and I was like, come on, dude, join us, you know? Come on, join us. And the next thing I know, it was like watching lightning in a bottle. When Stone heard us playing, all of us together, the reason I brought all them into it was because when Stone heard us playing together, he just lost his marbles. He was like, we gotta take you to South by Southwest. We gotta go. We gotta get you some shows. And we've been playing little shows and little gigs ever since. And like, we have just been nailing it, man. We had a couple of shows in Seattle, and one was at the Rabbit Box, one was at the Clock Out Lounge. We got some good stuff coming up here in the future. We get to play some festivals, I think, in Seattle, Washington. I can't remember the exact names of them right now. Dang. I think one of them was called the Freak Out Fest or the Freak Fest or something like that. It's dope. We about to get it. I know we get to play Pride in June, which is awesome, on June the 25th. And as far as releases go, I don't know. I don't know when we're going to release our stuff, the stuff that we did. I know for me, I got some stuff coming out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Painted Shield just played live for the first time in the past few days. Tell me a bit about that experience.
Painted Shield played live, and just the experience is just as live as the performance was and is. So we played these shows 3 nights at the Clock Out Lounge, and each night just got better and better. And the last night, I gotta say, I feel like it was the best night. I feel like the Monday night, right before we got here, was the best. We played a whole the room, just about the room was just packed. It was just jam-packed. You couldn't move. You could barely breathe. I had to go out the back door with so many people stopping us, asking for autographs. We had fun, but we learned a lot about each other. We learned that, man, how powerful we are and how dynamic we are as a band. How we integrate with each other sonically, the familial bond that we share. It's just, you don't find that in dynamic bands like that. When you get into dynamic bands like Painted Shield, a lot of the time you get caught up in the safety, what's safe? What can we do? What's the routine? But the way that we do it, we carry so much, we got so much soul, man. We got so much rock and roll. One of my friends said it best. They said, you guys aren't a rock and roll band, y'all a rock and soul band. Because we have so much soul and so much, just the juices just flow with us. I don't even know how to explain it. Again, it's like lightning in a bottle with those guys.
Love it. Well, Britt, that's all I've got for you. Keep up the great work, okay?
Thank you.